A storm has been brewing for quite a while now over the Agniveer scheme in the parliament. Leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, had commented extensively on this, claiming that emoluments were not sent to the Agniveers who had attained martyrdom in Siachen. In fact, such statements with regards to scrapping the Agniveer scheme were echoed by a leader of the opposition in the Raj Sabha, Mallikarjun Kharge, as well as a deputy leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, Akhilesh Yadav. After Rahul Gandhi's remarks in the parliament and after he had hit out at the centre over the Agniveer scheme, now the Indian Army has come out and issued a clarification with regards to the emoluments that were sent to the next of kin of the deceased soldier. About rupees 98 lakhs were sent. This is what has been clarified by the Indian Army. Meanwhile, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has now reacted to this, claiming that the Army remains committed to the welfare of Agniveers. Meanwhile, a social media debate has been raging with regards to this matter. But we all know martyrdom is not about money. Even as the Agniveer debate continues to rage in the political realm, we like to re-emphasize and appeal to our politicians to not politicize martyrdom of our brave soldiers on the front lines. Meanwhile, joining us on the broadcast is Major General Sudhakar Ji, who is a defence expert. Good morning, sir. Thank you for speaking to us on NewsX. Our politicians continue to trade barbs. Now they have, of course, ushered in the armed forces as well into their slugfests. What do you make of them? Do you think it is time to do better, for our politicians, in fact, to do better than to rope in the Indian Army with regards to their political point scoring?
Yeah, firstly, good morning. Thank you for getting me to your show through a phone-up call. As regards to the question, in your preamble and narrative that you have shared with the viewers lies the answer. You see, for any nation to grow, the country has to have a long-term objective. This is perhaps for the first time in independent India that a ruling dispensation has formulated some kind of a goal, some sort of a long-term perspective, that is to be a developed country by 2047. Never before this, in my lifetime at least, I haven't heard any leadership, political leadership, enunciating or promulgating or stating a national objective with such a timeline. Number two, anything related to the national security, if it is discussed in the open domain, it is to the detriment of the national interest. The enemies and the global order today cannot see India rising. You are playing into the hands of the enemies. You are unnecessarily making them clap sitting at Beijing, sitting at Shanghai, sitting at Guangzhou, sitting at Canada, all these places. So therefore, there is a time up to which, and there is a level up to which a point is to be flagged, be it the leader of the opposition or be it any political leadership. Being a military general, I am actually debarred from making any comment on the political leadership. However, for the larger good of the nation, the security and the safety, it is about time that we look at all issues with maturity, responsibility and accountability. It is no gainsaying the fact that if we continue to flag a particular issue which is already being acknowledged by the ruling dispensation, they are taking measures to actually address the lacuna and the anomalies perceived as far as the Agniveers are concerned. I think we have more than adequately addressed the issue. Anything beyond this particular point, I think it is not in the larger good of the nation. You are only making or helping the adversaries to actually play and destabilize the internal harmony and the stability of the country, as also you are enabling them to orchestrate a new kind of a warfare, call it hybrid, call it unrestricted, call it informal warfare, and you are making them to grow in their stature and in their architecture of waging of war and winning it without fighting one. Back to you, Priya.
All right, so with that, I would like to thank you for joining us on the broadcast this morning. Of course, taking our viewers through what is your opinion with regards to everything. But I also have the statement with me right here on my screen, and I would like to take our viewers through it. I request the team upstairs to please showcase what I have open on my screen over here to all our viewers. This is, of course, a tweet made by the Indian Army. Its Twitter handle is ADGPI. It is titled Clarification on Emoluments to Agniveer Ajay Kumar. They've gone on to say certain posts on social media have brought out that compensation hasn't been paid to the next of kin of Agniveer Ajay Kumar, who lost his life in the line of duty. It is emphasized that the Indian Army salutes the supreme sacrifice made by Agniveer Ajay Kumar. The last rites were carried out with full military honors. Of the total amount due, the family of Agniveer Ajay has already been paid rupees 98.39 lakhs in ex gratia and other benefits amounting to approximately 67 lakhs as applicable according to provisions of the Agniveer scheme will be paid on final account settlement shortly post due to police verification, and the total amount will be rupees 1.65 crores approximately. It is re-emphasized that emoluments due to a fallen hero are paid expeditiously to the next of kin of departed soldiers, including Agniveer. So it is the Indian Army who's had to come out and issue a statement.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.